Damn it all. Just damn it all, man. Damn it all to hell. Oh, I should have put the curtain up for a second. Oh, does that have your... I don't think that has your audio going on the... Screw it, we're making mistakes right now.
I'm not check. I gotta check for it to be on, don't I?
What happened?
Don't I have to be talking for have my thing at the bottom of the
Yeah,
screen?
but I don't... Well, I didn't have it on this screen, so... What I'm gonna do is delete it from this one. And that's the part about being live. It's like you're trying things. So go ahead, Chris Christopherson.
I was gonna. I don't know if I should. I don't know why I saved this till now. I was gonna talk about what possible names would be for my new streaming name.
For your new streaming name?
I'm thinking I want a new streaming name because.
Well, we're gonna figure that out, and we're gonna figure ours out. Let's go through the. After you know, we can think about yours. But what was a couple of the ones that we kind of spitballed? Oh, Sapphire's here. I've missed your last couple streams. Yeah, wow. Okay, that's an instant. Just popping up real quick, huh? What's up, Sapphire? How you been? Yeah, the streams have been few and far between, but I've been trying to do them more frequently. And so right now I'm just a waveform. I'm gonna be working on the art, though. You know. I didn't mean to say it like that, but like the overlays and the artwork and all that. Yeah, we'll play some game, but I kind of want it to be like segmented now, like not just focus on the gaming, because not everybody cares about that. So like, you make it into different segments from now on, and you know, so I'll do like a hangout in the beginning and just talk to people. I've been all right. Sorry for leaving you hanging. Hey, life happens to everybody, so it doesn't really matter.
Don't ever let it happen again.
It's great to have like. Eventually I want to get everybody back and just hanging out and stuff, but it's just these days I've been focusing on work. And there's Sebastian. I can see your icon right behind there. Yo, what's up, Sebastian?
Hey, Sebastian.
Got Chris here too.
I'm still alive, barely.
Still barely alive. We'll just do some. I'm gonna just start doing some sketching. Just mess around a little bit.
This part of the podcast is sponsored by Skechers.
Skechers, making you look like a little pretentious poser since 1992. I don't know what year. I don't know what year they came out.
And they just opened like a Skechers, like they used to have. Did you guys have Famous Footwear or something? Or is that
MS
just
Paint? No, not MS Paint. It's called GIMP. It's like Photoshop. Did we have what? Say that again.
Did you have like Famous Footwear, like the shoe store, or is that just up here?
Famous Footwear. That doesn't really sound familiar.
It doesn't ring a bell.
Glitching for a second here. No, that doesn't ring a bell. No. Trying to paint with Dolly. Oh, Dolly. I want to use Dolly. I signed up. I think. Did I sign up for Dolly too? To use that.
Do dinner with Dolly.
Hey, is that Chris? Holy shit, I haven't heard from you in a while. How you been doing, man? This is what Sebastian said.
I'm still alive, bro. That's all I can say.
Still living.
I might dive into, the last year and a half have been like, well, actually, last year I'll say, last year around Memorial Day week, Memorial Day into like June, my dad was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So I took care of him. I was getting ready to come back to stream. It was a couple months, at that point it was only like 2 or 3 months since I last streamed, and I was getting ready to do that, and then he starts acting funny one day, so he goes to the doctor, and then they do the test, and he's got non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is they call it the Roundup. The stuff you spray on your weeds at home and stuff that kills that stuff. That's like the kind of cancer he had.
That was actually what my ex-wife had too when she was young. Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, you said? Did I hear that right? That
yes.
He has that too?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was stage 3 at the time. In November, he was after he went through six things of chemo. He was cancer free in November, and
Wow.
it was a rough summer. We tried. He wanted we actually adopted a golden retriever, but the damn dog wouldn't fucking let us sleep at night. So I told him like it was gonna be harder to do a dog than it is with cats, because cats can do their own thing. They come and go, and they can, when they go to the bathroom, they can go to the cat box. With a dog, you gotta take him outside, or else he's gonna piss or shit in the house, and you don't want to promote that. So, but this fucking dog wouldn't let us sleep at night, so we ended up having to give the dog to one of his nurses who just loves the fucking thing. And she, like, every time they go outside with it now, like, she wipes his ass after he takes a shit, and he's got like boots and the coat he wears on when it's winter time and stuff like that. Like, she really loves this dog.
Game,
Oh my
just
god!
amazing looking game and super fun, as well as Tornado Outbreak. This was such a
That video keeps coming out. I keep going to like adjust my headset, and then it'll start playing the videos. So if you guys
Metal
heard
Jesus.
that,
I didn't hear it. No, Metal Jesus came on.
Metal Jesus like playing in the background and stuff. Let me change this stupid layer because I was trying to change the color real quick.
Well, like I was saying, like I couldn't tell my dad no at the time. Like, so we got a dog at like the last part of July. We had him for about a month before. Like, he was just waking us up in the middle of the night. He would not like. We had him in his cage at night because you got to earn the right to be able to stay out, and like a little kid, you got to earn your way to doing stuff, and earn freedom and stuff. So he hadn't done that yet, so we weren't getting. My dad wasn't sleeping, I wasn't sleeping, and I was I'm having to take care of my dad. My dad's going through chemo and all that stuff, and so my dad's cancer free now. That's good, and then is Sebastian still here, or did he leave, or what?
He's still here. Yeah, they're talking about Metroid things though.
Oh.
Pulls out headset. The horse cock weighs 50.
The horse.
Yeah, like if I'm just like I'm watching a documentary about horse genitalia.
Oh, why would you do that?
Horse cock weighs. It's for the comedy. Like, why would I do that?
Oh.
It's for the joke, man. Why would you do that? Like, you don't question comedy, dude. You just roll with the comedy. The comedy.
I don't think I've ever heard of there being a horse cock documentary, but I'll have to take a look.
Yeah, man. Check it out, man. It's probably like on I didn't have a quick one.
Nat Geo Wild. Nat Geo Wild.
Yeah, it's really wild. So Nat Geo Wild. I'm drawing so badly right now.
You kind of look like you're drawing the guy from the guy with the minions.
The Gru. Now I have now you gave me a direction to go, so I'm just gonna like run with that real quick, like that mad scientist thing. I'm just getting warmed up. I want to try to recreate something that I actually lost yesterday.
Toad on
No, I'm not ready for that yet.
Yeah, you're not ready for Toad on Footsteps? Or domestic violence Toad?
Yeah, domestic violence. That's not PC anymore, though. We gotta go for PC things, like Bond villains, right?
I mean, I don't know about that.
1940s cartoon villains. Octopussy. That's politically correct, isn't it? They were talking about Dolly, which is like... that Dolly is an AI that's basically gonna, when it comes out fully, Dolly 2, is gonna replace graphic designers, like, for the most part. So
what about Dolly Parton's?
Yeah, it's been a minute. Oh, Dennis is here too.
Dennis is alive?
Like, oh
Dennis,
my God,
are you gonna
dude,
run to the cornfield?
He's
I
running
think we
backwards
can
through the
have
cornfield.
we got to do a remix of that version of that song for. Well, actually, wasn't it soybean? Wasn't it soybeans that does? I think you should find that song and play it for Dennis right now.
No. We're not looking
Well, you
back.
retired
We're going forward now. We'll play some of that
Step
stuff, I
by
guess.
step, day by day.
Day by day.
No one wants to go back to the step-by-step episodes with Bronson Pinchot and those. Those were terrible.
Oh, the new, yeah, those were like the newer ones when.
You want to know what happened to Cody? Was like he was in a divorce with his wife, and she said that speaking of domestic violence, she said she said like that he hit her or something. So you can't have him on like a family TV show going through a divorce. With domestic violence over the head,
Yeah.
And so he leaves, and then they bring. I think Bronson Pinchot was still on contract from Perfect Strangers or something, or maybe he signed on or something. Because sometimes, like, in certain shows, they'll, like, if they were on another show and they were still under contract or something, they'll just, like, put them on another show or something and, like, kind of, like, until either the show's done or whatever. But then he was the hairdresser from France or whatever, and it wasn't very good on Step by Step.
So instead of them getting like a young kid when the show's dying, they get Bronson Pinchot, which is not a good like trade-off.
Well, yeah, that too. But I mean,
Winnie the Pooh is public domain as of this month. Put on Winnie the Pooh. What do you mean? Just like have it playing in the background? Yes, I'm alive. Sadly, dude, I have a life sting me like a bitch. My job at work is permanently closed. So broke my ass is looking for a new one. Oh, you have a job and everything, man. You're actually getting to that age. Been dying to get Dolly to create Donald Trump the Punisher. Oh, you can't use copyrighted stuff though. You can't do political stuff either. I got a Facebook group dedicated to Punisher logos on people. The Punisher. I have a Punisher logo tattoo on my leg actually. It's pretty interesting.
Money well spent. Money well spent.
It wasn't really that expensive, honestly. I got it done in a barbershop.
The barbershop window.
Oh, so this is like going against. This is like people against the Punisher tattoos.
I gotta pull up the
Donald
check
Trump
because
the
I
Punisher. Yeah, I guess I have to be punished, man. I don't know. What'd you say, Chris?
I gotta pull up the thing because I don't see the chat, so people could be. I don't know what people are talking about.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea, so you can see. Something you should have told me yesterday. So I was thinking of doing a podcast, but it I don't know, man. Like every time I go to think about starting, I just
So
keep
you think the
procrastinating, 'cause
Punisher?
I always think like, oh, this shit's gonna suck, man. Like if I don't, and then when I go to record it, I get all anxious about it, like it needs to be perfect, but it doesn't need to be perfect. And I just keep going back and forth on the shit. Then I'm like, oh, let me do a drawing thing, and then I'm like, oh man, I suck at drawing. What am I doing a drawing thing for? Just constantly fucking battling. So then I think about it like the whole time.
You got an NES Mini there, Dennis? What happened to those
NES
Wii games
Mini?
you're going after?
Oh, the mini console. I should have got one of those PlayStation ones and hacked that thing.
I heard that PlayStation one was garbage, though. It's only good to hack them.
Still live with my family for reasons of family health, so. Group is mostly people with jack trucks. With far right propaganda on their car. 75% chance of Punisher skulls is on their windshield. Yeah, mine is really. It's not just like the logo. It's really. I just like skulls and stuff, and the Punisher one looks cool. So they did it in like a pen style.
So
it is elongated, you know, on the bottom like a Punisher.
you got
skull,
enough
so
games by
there's
now,
no
Dennis. That's
denying.
good, buddy.
If you had a computer, all you have to do is just get emulators and stuff. That's still fine.
Some people like to play on the physical hardware, though, bud. Just like some people like playing music on vinyl on a record.
Yeah, it has that sound to it. It's got a little grittiness to it and stuff. That character.
Well, have some fun at work then, and with your Punisher logos.
I think that, you know, is like that's kind of putting people in a group though, just because of one little thing like Punisher logos. That's kind of funny. Like just
So he
because
doesn't
I
like people
have
that-
a Punisher logo tattoo, like I'd be some kind of like mindless Neanderthal.
You could find a logo of anyone could have, you know.
There's an exception to
That
every
probably
rule.
happens
is
to
what I-
Star Wars. There's probably people with Star Wars that has Star Wars tattoos or something that, you know.
Yeah. It's such
Hey,
a weird
G, how you
thing
doing,
though
buddy?
to just latch onto. Is like if you have a Punisher tattoo, then you're like you're an idiot or.
Now, was he saying like he was going after
I
people
like to
because
hold myself in high regard, you know. What'd you say?
was he going after people that had Punisher logos and Donald Trump or something? Is that what he said?
What's up, J3? Yeah, like people with Punisher logo tattoos are like inherently like stupid, and you know, I have a lot of dumb blonde moments, but I think considering where I'm from, I feel like I I managed to do okay. That was a knee-jerk reaction though. Like it was something that I was going through something. I really wanted to just get some kind of marking, and that was just a. But I mean, still,
You know,
I don't have to defend it. Like it's awesome. I love it. The dude's name is Frank, and Frank Castle. My name is Frank. I mean,
you that dinosaur kind of looks like the first boss in Dr. Wily 2 when you get to the fortress.
oh really?
Yeah.
I really did this like cool dragon kind of like a dragon orc. An orc is like one of those Lord of the Rings kind of creatures. It's supposed to be like an elf if
precious
they
ones.
fell to the darkness or something. Say what? I can't properly show sarcasm on a chat without Kappa. Oh, I see. Yeah, well, you know, we'll have our own event. I really want to get into the whole like real streamer stuff though. I want to have a setup. I really want to be a VTuber because I honestly don't want to show my face anymore. I'm not like. I feel like I'm ready to be like a virtual type dude, just puppet. I want to be like the fucking Carol Spinney of YouTube, you know.
I thought you want to be like Susan Summers from.
Oh yeah,
Three's
just use
Company.
Thigh Master, but I'll do it virtually though. So my character's gonna use a Thigh Master, and it'll help me out in real life.
And then you'll get too big for your britches and get kicked off of Three's Company.
Yeah, exactly. Because yeah, Three's Company.
Well, be safe out
Later,
there.
Saf. Have a
Sapphire.
good one. It was good seeing you. Didn't probably show sarcasm. I didn't mean to like
Yes.
say anything in a
Dennis is
negative way,
really, Dennis is really saying how sexy J3 is right now in the chat.
but really they're going back and forth.
No,
Doing
just
some,
Dennis is like, I still remember that sexy Sexiest. Oh, are you talking about Frank's beard, or are you talking about J3's?
I honestly think though, of maybe in like a regular podcast format, we just record without an audience though, because I mean, not that it's not great, but I feel like we'd get too distracted though.
Well, some weeks you might, if you don't have anything, you could just do like open chat or whatever in this.
Open mic night.
It's a 2-beer minimum tonight, folks.
Sexy is meant for Frank. Yeah, I'm bringing sexy back. You know. Not yet.
Frank brings
I'm gonna make people
brings
wait
all the
for.
boys to the yards with his milkshakes.
I'm gonna wait till next year. I'll bring it back. Right now it's lying dormant somewhere. I didn't even see that. Where's the sexy at in the chat? I wasn't making fun of you, Frank. Oh my god, the man himself. What up, Dennis? I can't properly, dude. Life smacked me around like a bitch. Where's the sexy part? Not to mention, I started into Pokemon cards recently, which ain't cheaps. How do I sound? How does the microphone sound? Does it sound low? Does it sound okay,
Sounds
guys?
good.
I mean, sounds pretty good.
Who just got into the Pokemon cards?
Dennis. Remember yours, Marcus, when I'm running through the cornfields. Maybe we should play that song, right? I mean, for old time's sake.
Oh my god, that was a fucking hit.
That was a hit.
Oh my god.
I gotta see if I can find
How old
it.
how old are you now, Dennis? I remember when you were like, was he like 12 or something?
Oh, he's got the corn emotes going.
Like Chinese style.
The corn emotes.
Veggies.
I still
Running
remember that.
backwards through the cornfield.
I still remember that night. I remember I sent you some YouTube music from the library, and I said, "Well, does this sound like this? Sound like a TV music show, like music from like the 80s or something?" And I
So you
remember
actually sent me the music that I used to make the song now, or what?
No, it just inspired you to like. You did the TV Time Machine one. I think I sent maybe did the TV Time Machine one.
Yeah.
Or after that you went like dark for like 6 hours. I think you were video editing and you recorded that song.
Yeah, I was really into it. It was something I was kind of obsessed with.
And I just remember
morning.
like it was like 4 o'clock in the morning when I heard from you. I'm like, it's like I got this. You sent me this song. I'm like, oh my god, this song is gold.
it just kind of poured out of me that night. So.
And just because behind the music, if Frank does get to play the song in the background, you know what? I think I actually have the song. I can send it to you in Discord, and then you can play it if you don't know where it is. Let me see if I can find it here. I don't know if I have the TV Time Machine one, but I definitely have Fuck Off Dennis.
Fuck off, Dennis. That's because every time something would happen, J3 would be like, "Fuck off, Dennis," and then it's just.
Yeah, whenever so back in you had the when you were streaming, you had the open communication thing. J3 would always tell Dennis to fuck off or whatever. So.
Tastes good. Go ahead, man. Sorry.
No, you're all right.
I was tasting my lady's steak, so. I noticed that on some of the streams where I would love that because there's the Dr. Disrespect, and like he'll be streaming and he'll be playing like first person shooter games. His wife would just come in and just fucking like come in from stage left and just fucking have like a sausage on a fork and just fucking feed him during the stream and shit. That's what that reminded me of. That shit's fucking hilarious.
I was gonna go somewhere else with it, but I just fell out of my chair. Oh fuck! Oh
You're gonna go somewhere filthy. You're gonna do like a that's what she said type of fucking filthy, nasty, nasty type shit.
Yeah, but I just fell out of my recliner.
Oh, because that was funny, or?
No, I slipped out of my recliner.
You just had like a little fucking blonde moment.
No, what happened is this recliner's a rocker when it's not elevated. So like I slipped my ass slipped off the I was forward on it.
You little ass.
So I just fucking.
Damn, I was gonna say something I fucking forgot though. But all these little stops and starts, I really like. I would love to just retire as an old man doing a podcast and drawing and shit. And I want to make a VR game, but I know I'm gonna have to have help from somebody that knows code and shit. So I'm not gonna be able to do it myself. But the idea
Shit,
I have,
man,
I feel like that
you-
shit would be fucking sick though.
Shit, man, you don't need $1 million to do nothing. Hell, I got a cousin. Broke, don't do shit.
I'm fucking like, I'd be really worried about that shit. I want somebody like, there's a guy that made The Binding of Isaac, and he had a guy that did all the fucking code and shit for it, and they eventually released it on Xbox and shit. So I would fucking do that. Just a VR game, have like an awesome fucking like nerd that knows all the coding and all that shit. Do it in Unreal Engine 5.
J3? What? He's not a nerd.
I don't think J3 knows how to code games though. I think he does that specific. Unless he does, I don't know.
He's
I think that's a
probably
whole
smart
different
enough to
beast,
do
is what I'm saying. He could probably do it, but I have no idea. That should be the fucking sickest shit because that idea is kind of fucking eating away at me. Like I know it'd be a good idea, and it's something that I want as a game, so I know somebody else wants it out there. To be like a survival / like delivery game, because during the pandemic, I did a lot of fucking delivering and shit. So I feel like that in VR.
Oh, I
just
found
be
the
fucking
song.
crazy.
Okay. I'm gonna put it in Discord for you, bud.
Okay. I've matured since those days. Dude, almost every streamer I've watched has fell off the edge of the digital map. It's one of those things for me that where I got really down in the dumps, kind of, and just kind of fell off of everything. I had a time where I just stopped believing in myself, even though I had some fans. Like it was small fandom, but like I still appreciated that shit a lot. But I just started doubting. I was like, fuck, man. I had lost my job and all that shit, and I felt like a real piece of shit.
You know, if
so I was
you're-
like, fuck it.
You know, if you rewind it, you get your job back and your girl and your dog is alive too.
What is that from?
Oh, that's a joke about country music. If you rewind the country song, the guy's pickup truck works again. The dog comes back, and the girl doesn't leave.
That's true, man. So if we rewind it, then I could just go back to like the times when I actually was getting some popularity and shit, right?
We go back on this timeline here when you got the Almanac. You gotta
Fuck,
stop
man.
Dennis from running buck naked to the cornfields. That's what derailed you.
That's where
So
the
you gotta go
problem
in the
starts,
time
running
machine.
naked through the cornfields, butt naked.
You gotta get the back. You gotta get the DeLorean and go back and prevent Dennis from running buck naked to the cornfields.
You know how you can tell if you're a redneck? You say naked instead of naked. So my family would be like, "Why you running around all naked? Butt ass naked, boy." Naked as a jaybird right now. You out there with your birthday suit on. So we're gonna eventually do the that skit with the dueling. That'd be like a show closer, I think, right? Like fucking the dueling thicks. You make it. What was it? Felix and Oscar.
The odd
Did I get
couple,
that
yeah.
right? Huh?
Yeah.
Nobody would get that fucking. They call that these days. They call that a deep cut because nobody fucking would get that shit these days. That's just something that
Just
like us
kids
older
don't know shit
gentlemen would
these
fucking
days.
like in our easy chair, having a nice fucking cigar or some shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck
Well,
is the article? Old fuck.
We didn't have. we didn't have. we didn't have the internet, but we either had like TV or you actually had to go outside and play and stuff. Now you don't have to go outside and play. You just have the internet. And
I was too much of a fucking nerd for that shit though, to go outside and fucking play. Like, you know, people throw rocks at me and shit. My grandma's like, "Stay your ass inside." Every time I went outside, you know, I'm like fucking allergic to bug bites and shit, and all that fucking.
Dennis, you had a trailer?
What?
Dennis had a trailer?
You have a trailer, dude?
Now he's living in a house.
Is it a
No, he's
what?
I guess he's doing the remake of the fucking Jeffersons. Now we're moving on up to the
your family has a fucking dry cleaning business and shit, dude? I thought you were
a deluxe trailer in the sky. Moving on up.
You watch the copyright shit.
No, you do the shit from Amen where he's doing the hopscotch in the parking lot and then he goes into his house from his old trailer.
J3 says that we should all get together and get some cigars one day. Like, what the fuck? Oh, go to the strip club and have cigars like a bachelor party?
I don't need cancer.
Oh, so Sebastian said it was a small group of fans, Frank, but a damn great group. I agree on that shit. No, those days were fucking some of the best. Like, as far as me actually trying to go for my dreams and be something in the entertainment business, I feel like that was like the closest I ever fucking got to that shit. And
play the DS version.
Should we just call it play the DS version? The fucking, or like we don't give Tony that much fucking credit, right? Like, fuck that guy.
I remember he was saying all this
taking a break
shit.
On this.
He like said all the he was on voice chat with you guys. Sebastian, you were supposed to do your homework a long time ago, and you were supposed to log like what stupid shit he said, so he could make clips of it, and you never did that, Sebastian.
I'm gonna have to do that slowly and just make something over time, just to have some shitty ass fucking clips of a bunch of idiots.
And I remember like he got pissed off because wasn't he Sephiroth or something, but he like. He actually said something funny, like, and you're playing a game, like, so yeah, you funny. You're like, hey Tony, you finally said something funny for once. He's like, what?
Yeah, but he didn't know that he did. He's a fucking moron. Like, I mean, like, are you listening, Sephiroth? He reminds me, like, if you were to have him in physical form, you know the guy Lester from the Cleveland Show, the real redneck fucking like mullet looking.
Yes.
That I always pictured like a real version of him whenever I heard his voice. So.
You know, the guy that did his voice was the guy that did the Lester's voice from Cleveland Show was the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Glenn. I don't know how you say his last name. It starts with an H, though.
I have no idea.
He also had that show on I know you didn't see this show. It was on NBC called something AP Bio or whatever. He was like a biology teacher or some shit in Toledo, Ohio.
Oh, was that one of the people in the stream?
What?
Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about right now? AP Bio. Who's that?
The guy you said Lester from the Cleveland Show, and I said the guy that did the voice was the guy It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and he also had a sitcom on NBC called AP Bio because my mom used to watch it all the time.
Yeah, he's a black guy. He's an awesome voice actor. He does Cleveland Junior too.
I thought he was white.
No, that's the funny dynamic of it is that they fired the guy who does Cleveland because he's black, or the character's black,
yes,
and the guy's white. But the guy who does Lester, the voice actor's black, and he does a white character, and he does like a redneck, like, he's not doing so well type guy. So it's okay for that, but I mean, I won't go too far with that. But I mean, that's kind of like you got a double standard there.
I could have swore the guy I thought the guy that did Lester was the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Are you sure?
No, the guy who does him is like a light-skinned black guy, and he's really good though. Like his voices, he's done voices for like Rick and Morty, I'm sure Cartoon Network and all types of shit. But he's really talented. He does some good stuff. But yeah, like I said, he does Cleveland Junior. And then that guy
Oh,
that I can't think of the guy's name right now. Hey Jamie, can we look that up, Jamie? Yeah, I'll get it. I'm checking it out.
You're Jamie?
Yeah, I'm Jamie right now. What was I looking up? Quick.
I thought Glenn
Totally
Howerton was. I thought Glenn Howerton was the voice of the white guy from
The Cleveland Show?
Lester. Yeah, I thought he. Let me look. I gotta see here.
I'm gonna look at the IMDb. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I swear. Oh, Mike Henry is the guy that does Cleveland, but he also does
He does the pervert too.
Yeah, he does the pervert, but he also does the son Rollo. He does the son Rollo also, which is a pretty funny character. Yeah, so he's like the Stewie of the show, but I mean, I love the Cleveland Show, man. That shit is. I feel like the Cleveland Show to me is better than Family Guy a lot of times.
They call it the certain Family Guy.
There's a whole bunch of different.
He also did American stuff on American Dad.
What was I gonna say? There's a whole bunch of different kinds of Family Guy episodes. So there's really good ones, but then there's some that are just like, what in the fuck is going on here?
Oh,
what
he
kind of
did.
choices
Okay.
are you making?
I might
Yeah,
have
he does
lost,
Lester. Kevin Michael Richardson is Lester Crinklesack.
Okay, I lost.
Lester Crinklesack.
I lost that challenge. He did the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia who did Ernie Crinklesack.
The Walking Dead has been the shit for me for a few years now. Kind of sad that shit's ending soon. I haven't watched this since I only got up to like season 4, like the very end of season 3, early season 4, and I'm like, nah, I'm not watching anymore.
Even when even if you go back and watch some of your favorite like shows, like if you go Family Matters, once you get to past a certain season, you're like, yeah, they should have ended the show a lot sooner than they did, because you don't want that show to die. But the shit that they come up with after a certain point is like, all right, we know we pretty much ran this thing in the ground, and we're just recycling like shit that we've already said no to the first time, and now we need something.
That's the problem with some shows. Like, they could have been done in 3 seasons. Like, I feel like if you watch the first 3 seasons of Walking Dead, it's really good. But if you watch any, like for me, like I did the same thing with Breaking Bad. Like 3 seasons for some shows is enough. Like they just kind of peak, and a lot of shows do that. Like Game of Thrones, that shit peaks at like 4 or 5 seasons, and then you're like, oh fuck, this shit's getting stale now.
The thing what happens is that show gets successful and they get gritty and they can make money with it, so they just keep it going and yeah.
But then they start really, like the end of Game of Thrones, they really just kind of fucking it fizzled out, man. They just lost the fucking thread. It was a flaccid boner after a while.
Well, what it was that they did a TV show after a book, but the guy that wrote the books, they were way ahead of the guy, so they couldn't have they should have waited to have that be done and then do the whole thing instead of. Well,
yeah, but the guy's still not. He's still not done though. Supernatural. I've never seen that. He also talked about Peaky Blinders. I don't even know what that is, but. And Sebastian said, I'm sorry to, like, we started talking on a tangent here. So Sebastian said, Chris, I have the paper of the timestamps. Everyone forgot about it. So did I. Yeah. So like if I'm not even streaming anymore, why are we gonna have people going and doing like special projects and shit? Right? I mean, so I think like if I'm not feeding everything, then the whole thing's gonna die. And that's what happened. It died. It was on life support for a little bit, but now we're trying to I think like we're doing now. Like we're fucking just jumping in and doing it. That's what we got to do. We just got to jump in and fucking do it. It's like, oh yeah, we can write shit, but even if we're streaming and we kind of write bits and stuff for the podcast. I want the podcast. I want to be an old man just doing a podcast, like fucking.
Well, I can say when I started streaming myself, you came on a couple times, but when you get certain people start to watch it, you feel like you're obligated, like you have to do it for them. And I realized that I should do it for me and not for them, and because.
I always did it for me, and because like if people were asking like, you know, oh, when are you streaming, that gets you motivated to do it because you know that there are people kind of waiting. But like for you to just do it for them, there's a lot of times when I couldn't even get the courage to do it, man. I had to get a little bit fucking inebriated. I'm like, man, I can't do this shit. I'm really fucking like
And there was a couple
feeling antisocial and shit too.
I damn near did a 24-hour stream once, and then I came back earlier in the after I slept for like maybe 4 hours, came back and did another stream. Like, I'm not doing that shit ever again.
Yeah, I'm not. There's no way I'll ever. I mean, unless I'm like had nothing to do.
Basically, what happened was I was playing Animal Crossing, and at the time, I didn't have a fucking pot to piss in. And just about the time I was getting ready to fucking leave, someone's like, "You want some money? You want some bells?" I'm like, "Sure."
Yeah.
And the one guy gave me so many bells, and like, it's like, when you first start off in that game, like if you stream that game, you're gonna get a lot of fucking help, and then once you get to the point where you start to you have bells, and then people are gonna be like, come into your stream, like say, "Give me bells" or whatever, or, you know. You give me this.
That kind of like messes up the game a little bit for me though, because then you're getting too much. Like I played The Sims back in the day, and then once you figure out that you can have a cheat code that helps you, you know, to have unlimited money, you're like, man.
Well, I actually when I was doing the turnips thing, because I made most of my money on turnips in that game. I bought like an absurd amount of turnips, like all around my island was just turnips, like with fences and shit.
That's the fucking, you know, the earmarks of a good game though, is like you get addicted to like that currency system and shit. Like that's something that I can really get into. I did that shit with Minecraft. I know you never got into Minecraft, but there was like this I think it was a glitch on a server where we just kept getting fucking diamonds and diamonds and diamonds, and then we use that as currency to go and trade with the villagers and shit. And like, I mean, if you have a game with a good currency system like that, like Animal Crossing does, then you can get lost in that type of shit. Yeah, for sure.
But I happened to find this island. It was when I was on the one site you look up for, so you can find if someone's got good turnip prices. You can get.
Fucking turnip prices.
Seriously, there's a site you go on there, and then like there'll be like some people do it you can do it for free. Some people like want tips and shit or whatever. There'd be like certain times when I bought as many turnips, I'd go to the same fucking island like 5 times, and then they're like, "I saw you here like 2 minutes ago. Like you're only supposed to come once." And then like that's what after that I have to start dressing up in different outfits and shit.
That's another thing that we have that I kind of think about too is like, what, you know, you would do a podcast, what's the demographic for it, and are they going to understand these references? Do we want to kind of just talk about what we want to talk about, or do we want to talk about like current events and shit? And then I had like my phone and like news topics and stuff I want to talk about, and it kind of goes out the window when I start drawing too, because I'm fucking like in that zone. So let me see something. I know I took a screenshot real quick. There was something I wanted to fucking talk about real quick. Let me see where the fuck my screenshots are here. Oh, they so wait, there was a medical detector. This is the news portion of the I got one piece of news. And I kind of wanted to read this thing, these notes that
This is Frank's news.
Frank's news. Let me read what J3 said real quick, and then we'll read this fucking news article, and we can talk about that, and you tell me what you think. So, haha, yeah, I had the same thing happen when I played Final Fantasy 14 on stream. People kept asking me for Jill and shit for coming up and blocking NPCs. I don't know what that means, but I'm trying to parse that. I'm trying to understand what the hell. People kept asking me for Jill and shit, or coming up. Is Jill like the currency in that, or like what is that anyway?
What about just being a character or something?
So this article popped up that said a metal detectorist in UK finds ancient Roman penis pendant, and so it's like a little pendant they made to ward off evil and shit, and they wore it around their neck. So apparently, like the penis shape, the phallus would fucking like you know, just evil would would be warded off by that shit if you wear it. So Roman men, women, children, and even animals wore pendants like this. So they're wearing peckers around their neck, metal peckers, in order to, spit out the demons from their souls in an effort to ward off so-called evil eye. The evil eye. So the evil eye, I would think that's kind of like an eye hole that you can insert the penis pendant into. You just insert that fucker in there. This amulet is against the effects of the evil eye, personification of bad luck. So would you wear one of those to ward off evil? So yeah. So you'd wear like a Dennis-shaped head penis. Wait, I said that wrong. A Dennis-shaped pendant around your neck that kind of looks like a penis. It just so happens to look like a penis. I use it as an intro to many streams, Dennis.
But
there's also
we do it. Dennis needs to stop acting like a cock.
Like a cock boy. I'm sorry. Mike, what's going on there? Later on, we're gonna have the dueling Alan Thicke segment, so get ready for that skit. All right, we're gonna give you a taste of that, Ben. And I'm sorry for the people who don't know who the fuck Alan Thicke is, but Maggie, I'll tell you right now, it's gonna knock your fucking socks off, right?
Maggie, you better have your OBGYN give me that note to make sure we're ready to go later.
Let me see if I can find that note that I should have had that shit pulled up, but I wasn't ready for this shit, man.
I think so. Did I send you the song so you can play the fucking song so Dennis can get over it. So
I honestly love when you guys talk about random shit and the jokes just create themselves. A podcast would be great. Fuck yeah, man. He's sold, so I'm sold on doing it. So, I went to my stepson's concert, and so he was playing the flute. He's actually really good at the shit, man. I was really like surprised because he was like he was kind of messing up and doing some crazy shit in the house, and kind of as punishment we'd take his stuff away and make him go practice the flute, like do something constructive, and it worked because the dude's he's playing some pro level shit these days. So these are the notes of the day of the concert. So I'm taking a shower, I'm getting ready for the concert, and I was just sitting there, like my ass was really dirty that day, so I was washing it really loudly, and it sounded like there's some like muck flying out of it and shit. Like it was just really gross the way. Yeah, you know how you like cup. You know how you cup your hand and like it sounds like it's squishing. Like you know how you do. How do you you put your hands together and like? Can I do it right now? Let me see if I can do it on the mic.
Put your hands to whatever.
If I had some water on my hands, then I can actually simulate that shit. But
Lamar Latrell from Revenge of the Nerds.
But my lady, yeah. What? Damn, we got to think of one of his lines. But so I'm washing my ass really loudly, right? And like you can hear the shit sloshing around. My lady walks in. She doesn't say anything, but I'm just so self-conscious about like, the water just like splat, like making that like fupa sounding disgusting. It was a really nasty sound. And I took a note that I had the urge to read this at the concert aloud because I was a little bit. I had a glass of Merlot, if you so to speak. I had a glass of Chardonnay that day. I sat on a lady's purse, and that was part of being inebriated because the bench was so empty. There was just that one little purse taking up space, and I managed to just sit on the fucking purse anyways because I'm so like I had a glass of Chardonnay. You know what I mean? So
also Chardonnay earlier though in the shower, right?
A guy that sat in front of me, and he smelled like lady hairspray, and he had kind of like a new age mullet. He kind of looked like a blonde, like fucking Thor with he just looked like a dad. He was dressed like a dad and shit too.
This is the front party in the back.
Yeah, and he actually almost cried when Star Wars theme came on, but played by the fucking 8th graders and shit. So the 8th graders, and he's like stands up, and he's just like moving to the music like that. That's his fucking childhood, and nobody's taking that shit away from his ass. Like he was so hardcore into it. Like he's kind of sat there, and he was good with all the other ones, but he's standing ovation to this shit at the end. So he had a mullet, and I wrote down. I wrote down that he had a mullet like Zeus, and so So I'm over there like scratching my lady's back during the concert, and then my phone, like I had it in one hand, I kind of let it flop, and it hit him in the back, and he looks back, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Did I text you during that?
I think I was texting you, yeah, and I had my phone screen really dark, so nobody saw me writing some weird shit. So, you know, you write stuff to your and then people are looking at your screen. They just can't help it. They're just nosy as fuck, so they just read your stuff anyway, no matter what. So I wrote here, the mullet god. He's a mullet god, and he gave a working class man standing ovation at the end of that. Dad jeans T-shirt tucked in with a white belt, Marlins colored shirt, sunglasses on his head, a nerd that smells like lady hairspray.
What kind of Marlins colors were they? Were they the teal and black ones, or was it like the?
It was the teal. It was just a teal colored shirt, and he just looked like just such a douchebag. Like I'm a nerd, but that's a different kind of nerd.
Did he have? I was gonna say, did he have moves like Jagger when he was like standing up when they were playing the Star Wars shit with his mullet? Like,
just like the whitest dad moves you ever saw. Just doing like a little jig to the fucking Star Wars like epic ass theme.
You like looking over? Were you looking over there to say a cop like, "Sir, why are you here? Do you have a kid in the show?" No, I don't. Like, sir, you need to come with me. I thought this was a show for everybody.
Oh, here's a little fucking gripe that I found out that McDonald's does with when you order shit from the app online. This is a first world problems and a post pandemic thing. So you go to pick up the fucking order in one of the spots, in one of the marked spots and shit, and you tell them that you're there. So before, one of us would go, and whoever ordered on the app, like say she ordered from her phone and I go to pick it up and I just have my phone. If you don't have the right phone that you've ordered that shit on, they won't give you the fucking order. If you have the order code, the person's name, all that shit, they don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. If you're not there, if your location doesn't match on the app, then they're not going to give you your fucking food. So I thought that was really fucking yeah, that's a security measure, I guess. Maybe, there's a lot of door dashing and shit going on and all that, but how are you going to have the person's name and the order number? And what the fuck?
Someone gets some of your chicken nuggets. They got a high theft on chicken nuggets these days.
Is it like a fucking McFish scam going on where people are just going and picking up fucking McFishes and shit and somebody else's name and like, what's going on there? Like, I didn't even look online to see if there's any kind of scams going on, but there might be that shit going on.
I remember back in the day there was this. I don't know what this show was on Comedy Central, but it was actually one of the guys that was in like Accepted. He was like one of the blonde-haired kids, like background guys. He didn't really have many lines. So he's like, but the whole thing was like he went to like McDonald's. Like, I'm gonna show you. I got free food here at McDonald's. So he goes to the garbage can and finds where someone throws the receipt out, and he goes in the drive-thru window. He's like, or he calls it and says, "Hi, earlier I had like a." I had a Big Mac, and I said I wanted it with no onions, and you guys put onions on it. Can I, can you guys have one ready for me? So like 2 minutes later, he shows up, and like they made him like he got like a free Big Mac, and like whatever, and they also said like my fries were also kind of cold. Can I get like
your fries are cold? Let me go back here and rub them on my fucking crotch. Like was that Road Trip movie? You complain about your fucking food. Don't mess with people who make your food. Like you can't even go back and take the shit back, right? I mean, sometimes they will just like put their dick in it.
So here's the thing, though. You can complain about food as long as you're respectful. Like I told you, we got off at how we went to Texas Roadhouse and told.
Thanks, Sebastian. Have a good one, bud.
See you later, Sebastian. I told you how my dad's like, my food's kind of spicy, spicy, or whatever. It's got too much seasoning on it, or whatever. And you say it in the right way, they'll come back, and then, he didn't. What he did was like Dad didn't get anything, but he was like, next time, just give me like a coupon or something for like a free dinner or something. The guy ends up fucking like. The waiter ends up comping the whole thing, and it only cost us like $3, like whatever it costs for the Coke.
Yeah.
And like, if you like say things the right way, they'll like. But if you're like a dick about it, then that's when you got to worry about the movie Waiting, where they like you're big enough asshole. They decide whether or not you're big enough asshole, and then decide whether they're going to spit in your shit or not. So. It's all about how
Yeah.
you do things. And
I've never done that, but I believe. I mean, there's guys that I worked with in the kitchen that would just fumble shit, and they're like, "Fuck it, man, that guy's an asshole anyway. I don't give a fuck." You know, they just like drop some mac and cheese on the floor and just like, "Oh, we can reuse that. That's fine."
yeah, so I mean, as long as you, as long as you're diplomatic about like this happened to me. I was like, we went to Longhorn Steakhouse, and like they put like this pepper on it that was like, it just got
Yeah, Longhorn's pretty good, man. Some good steak, right?
It's like really, it was a good steak, but like at first you don't taste it because you're like, you dig it in there. I mean, all of a sudden, like my tongue just started like, it was like, yeah, I had some allergic reaction to the pepper they put on it, and I'm like, so it was like a $23 steak or so. Like I'm like, excuse me, she's like, this is kind of like hot, steak's kind of hot with the pepper. And I wasn't like I wanted a new steak. I was just letting her know, so it's not your fault or whatever. So, it's nobody's fault or whatever.
Like,
So
why do you
then
have
she's
your
like,
thumb on my steak? And it's like, I didn't want it to fall off the plate again, so. Right?
So then she's like, well, do you want to, she's like, if you want, I can get you a new steak. And then I'm like, yeah, I do the thing. I want to say yes, but I'm doing like, well, yeah, I'll have it. Yeah,
It's really just like it's hard because like you don't want to put the person out. Like I really get real paranoid about like asking for too much shit and putting the person out. But when you give a good tip at the end, then that person's like, all right, well, that person was good.
Well,
because
we
fucking
took care.
20-30% sometimes,
Yeah, we took
like when I was
care of her,
when I was making good checks and shit, I'm like, fuck, man, these people work hard, so I'm gonna do like fucking $20 tips and shit. If we're spending like $80 on the meal, like a bunch of people, then and they're pretty good, like they're attentive and they came and took care of your shit, then yeah, man, I don't mind.
But the ones that I hate are the ones that like they'll take forever to come to your table, ask you if you want it, what do you want to drink, or do you want any appetizers and all that shit. And then
the
like,
ones that are just fucking badass are just I'm a thirsty motherfucker, so like I drink when I'm there. I'm drinking like 2 or 3 glasses of tea, or 4 maybe 5, like depending on
the best
how long we're there.
The best waitresses are the ones that like you don't have to ask them to bring it. They just fucking like,
they just bring like a full cup and then come and take your empty one. They just come with a full glass, like on the way to serving somebody else because they're just so good at it. They're just like, fuck it. Boom. And you drop it there and you're just having a conversation or something with somebody and you're like, oh shit, another drink? Thank you. Like that person's getting a good tip.
Yeah. I'll look at them like this person's on their game tonight. They're getting 20%.
Oh, here's a little homework, just like a little small homework assignment. Watch the Reservoir Dogs scene, the first scene for the next podcast, and we'll talk about how the Steve Buscemi talks about not tipping waitresses and shit. That he goes through a whole fucking thing that I'm sure, he sounds just like Quentin Tarantino because Quentin just has, in his characters, like the best characters, you could just hear Quentin talking in the background, like being a fucking puppeteer and shit. Because it sounds like him talking if the person gets the lines right. But he goes through this whole fucking spiel about like, oh, you don't tip? It's like, no. It's like such and such and such. And he goes through all these details that I can't possibly, but that'd be a good homework assignment for next time. You want to play this fucking fuck off Dennis real quick?
Yeah.
Let's play that and then we can end the stream soon. It's been almost an hour, so we'll just play this and we'll bullshit for another couple minutes and then we can fucking get going. But I want to record more, and if there is an actual market for people just like you can have this on in the background when you're folding laundry or doing any kind of fucking regular task or whatever, and just listen to us bullshit.
Dennis running through naked through the cornfields backwards,
And that's a perfect tee up for Fuck Off Dennis by Frank the Dragon. So enjoy that, guys. We'll be back in a moment. So make sure I can hear this shit first before I start acting like a fucking radio DJ for no fucking reason at all.
KKTY Dragon.
Let me know if you got. Hold on a second before you. I guess I could turn it up.
Marcus told you to do it yesterday.
Can we play that?
Go ahead and do that right
louder?
now. Just go ahead and fuck right off, okay?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'd be louder if I play it.
Fuck off, Dennis. Do like Marcus told you yesterday.
It's not that big. It's not a big of a file.
Run through the cornfields, do the
Wait a minute, let me see if I can hear. I gotta see something on here.
backwards, your mom is the corn.
See if you can play it now, because I had to put the stream volume up on the Discord here.
No, it was already
Hey,
it was already playing, man. It was already playing.
Oh,
Let me
you should
just,
tell me what fuck you
yeah.
saying.
No, it's already playing. I just didn't know if they. Oh, I'm gonna replay it, but I'm gonna have some more control here though. Hold on a second.
I can't hear it.
Where's that going now, man? Come on. And if you ever get lost running through the corn, I kind of wanted like for some reason like maybe as a reaction. I can't. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I wanted a little bit more volume control here, so I tried to play it right out of the Discord. Can you guys hear it in the chat? Can you let me know? It looked like the waveform was popping into OBS, but I don't know. Yeah, so we'll let this play fully.
Yeah, I could see on my. Let me see my headphones here and see if I can hear it on the laptop.
Yeah, you're coming through the same channel on there, so that's why I guess if we're just quiet for like a minute or two, we could just talk shit about it too. But am I still streaming to you in Discord actually? Yeah, I think I am. So, but I don't think you can hear the sound. Yeah, so if you want to just like listen to it on the stream, I'll just play it. Can you guys hear it? I want to make sure before. Fuck. I'm not getting any feedback here. Yeah, so we can have like fucking J3 and anybody that wants to pop in, we can do like kind of like a fucking, you know, open. Well, I wanted to set up like a virtual like calling system. I know Discord's one way, but like for people that are just randos, they just call that number.
Yeah, there's some guy that does something else where he has like a number on the screen, or I don't know how he does it, but
yeah,
like people call in.
People yeah, I don't even give a shit if it's like an advice, like love line type of thing. Like we can do like a segment like that where we just want to get real silly and, you know, give people like bad fucking relationship advice. But all right, he said he heard it. I'm gonna just go ahead and play it. So we'll go ahead and we'll play that, and then we'll just shut the fuck up for a second, including me. But if you hear a part and you want to comment on it, just go ahead, Chris. Like we'll talk.
Radio edit.
Radio edit. All right, playing.
That's so people can't copy the song. Or radio edit.
Radio edit. That's your copyright little like watermark on that shit, like audio watermark. Or
like you know, you go over to those sites and you like the background music, and like audiomusic.com or something like that.
Anyway, this is Fuck Off Dennis coming to you right now. Let's tickle your ears.
From Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Run backwards through the cornfield with this one, folks. Alright, it's on right now.
Dennis, you know what you have to do, buddy. Marcus told you to do it yesterday. Go ahead and do that right now. Just go ahead and fuck right off, okay? Ooh. Yeah. Oh. Fuck off, Dennis. Do like Marcus told you yesterday. Run through the cornfields, do the things that you did last night, and backwards your mom is the corn cob queen. You eat meat lean, you sucking on shit like a fucking master. Won't you fuck off, little man? Oh, I know that you got all those plans to get a new GameCube. Yeah. Fuck off, Dennis. Do like Marcus told you yesterday.
The best part about the song
Go
is
suck a
that
corn cob.
you're telling
Do
like
it
you'll always have a
all
friend that you tell
fucking
like 2 days later that no one gives a shit about.
And if you ever get lost running backwards through the
then also the best part of the song is-
cornfields,
Best part of the song too is
just
when
always know that
Let's let that shit ride, hold on.
nobody gives a fuck how you feel. Whoa, you looking real dumb with your finger in your thumb in the shape of an L on your forehead. Yeah, I stole that line, but I don't give a fuck. Tell your mom to come give me some more head. And once you fuck off right,
That's fucking
you can
so rude,
fuck
though.
off like every day and night. Running through the cornfields by yourself. I think you need some help. Yeah, fuck off, Dennis.
I like how the piano's all classy and shit, though.
Yeah, I also like the part where you like the best part of the thing of the song is when you look at the laughing part.
Yeah,
when I laugh at the shit.
lost, running through the cornfields, you know that you have a friend. But will you fuck off, Dennis? Fuck off,
You gotta get the
Dennis.
music, find out the music,
Fuck
the music
right
and do a live
off.
version.
Fuck off.
Or kind of do a
Fuck off, Dennis.
like a acoustic version or something.
And then I just started fucking laughing in the end too, though. All right. Oh man, it's like in the song, like I'm like going back and forth whether I like the kid or not. But I never met you, Dennis. Like I've only experienced fucking, like, oh, if you ever need a friend in that cornfield, then I'll be there. But fuck you, like I'm like a bipolar in the fucking song. I think that goes to where, like when you really piss me off in the chat, though, I feel like that's when you can fuck off, and then I'm like, oh, you know what, he's just a little kid. So you're not a little kid anymore because you're out there fucking working in the cornfields, right? Or the soybean. What do you say your job was again? You're not working in the soybean fields, right? Is that what else is there to do out there? Are you driving a truck or what's your job, sir?
Dennis is working with a heart on.
I didn't even mean any malice towards it. It's really just going along with what J3 says, but it sounds like I hate this fucking kid. Like, if you were to just hear the song out of context and shit.
If people actually heard the way how J3 would be like, fuck off, Dennis.
Yeah, that's something I'd have to really just reference or take from somewhere. It was pizza, now I need a job. Oh, okay. Yeah, so, I mean, I always tell everybody, like, if you're into art and shit, like, there's so much shit you can do online now, which I really want to get into. I want to find out within a year if I can replace the job that I'm doing now and make, like, $1,000 a week doing something from home. Fuck yeah, I'm staying the fuck home and doing that. But I need multiple income streams. I want to like the whole dueling Thick thing, the whole dueling Alan Thick thing. I think would be like those type of ideas where we do skits. We have somebody animate that shit and then just put it on YouTube.
You know what? Also, the way you could get big too is like I don't know if you want to do it. Is like if you got the big following, is what certain people do is that they'll actually go to like certain places and do like a live podcast that's for like live for the people there that buy tickets to come see you.
Oh, you know what? There's a podcast that I listen to now that he does that, but I don't have. I just can't be that social. Like I was saying before, I really want to just have like a virtual. I think me and you hanging out in the virtual world, like VR chat, would be more feasible for me. Like to be. You still have like characters in an environment. We could change the environments around, so it's not always like two guys in a podcast studio just fucking playing and all that shit. But like if it's virtual, you can make the background whatever the fuck you want. So.
Okay, so Dennis just threw out. Sorry to cut you off there. Dennis brought up tomorrow he's going to go to Kroger tomorrow I guess to look for a job. I can tell that quick Kroger story real quick.
Go ahead, tell that Kroger story real quick, man.
So
that Kroger thing.
So this was a couple weeks back. Well, actually, I will tell the other part of it. So basically, I had a rough day. 2 days before, I had a really rough day. Me and my dad had a really rough day, or whatever. So,
yeah,
and we were not feeling that good. So, we go to eat dinner, and what really sucks about the pandemic now is like no place is open like all night anymore. Like they say it's open. They used to be open 24 hours. They close at like 9:30 during the week and maybe 10 o'clock on like Friday and Saturday. And after that, it's like but
we were in a post-pandemic world, then, right? So
Well, yeah, like you can't go to like before, like Myers used to, or I say Myers because it's the Michigan thing or whatever. But
I really,
you
you make
go
Myers sound like fucking like such an amazing fucking store, man. I want to go there though. That'll be on the list of shit that I want to do when I go up north.
You want to go up there with me to make sure like it's the most wonderful place on earth. But
it's the most
like
wonderful
Meyer used to be
time.
open 24 hours a day. It's just like Walmart used to be open 24 hours a day, and now they're only open until like midnight now or 11 o'clock. So Kroger used to be open until midnight, but it was like 9:45 when we got done eating, and Kroger closes at 10. So we went to the Kroger we only had to get a couple things, and when we get in the door, I automatically hear the lady say, "It's 9:55. We're closing in 5 minutes, so come to the checkout or whatever." I'm like, looking at the phone, and it's like it's not 9:55. I don't know the fucking clock this bitch is looking at. So we go, and all of a sudden she does this like, "We're closing now," and then like she does another one of those like things, and I can hear her louder because I'm like right by to where she's giving the announcement. She's like,
Hola.
and she's looking over at another worker. "I can't believe these people are still shopping. We're closed. These people are still shopping here."
When I was never.
And so she comes around like one of the aisles, like like you're going up the aisle, and all of a sudden like this bitch like it comes like right in front, like almost like Home Alone, where like Harry Lloyd jump in front and see Kevin is like right there, go like She's like, "We're closed," and
Kevin, the Guardian, the Kroger Guardian, right? He's a gatekeeper.
so she's like, "We're closed." Yeah, she's like, "We're closed right now." And you got other workers like, "You ain't gonna be able to check your groceries out." I'm like, we also got like two more things. Then
like I was telling you though, Publix would never fucking do that shit though. Publix would just like stay there until fucking midnight or 1 o'clock until somebody leaves though.
So first of all, she's like, "We're closed." And like, and I'm like, So I'm like, first of all, you're gonna let over $100 worth of groceries go to waste because you're closed right now. She's like, "Yeah, we'll just put it in the freezer." And I think she's mad because we had her car in our cart because we were buying a new broom.
You had what? You had what?
We had her car in our cart because we bought a new broom.
You had her car in your cart. What are you saying?
Okay, if I have to explain the joke, it's not funny. So basically, we stole her fucking broom, which she rides into work on.
Oh, yeah, you had to explain that. I didn't understand. I didn't get like she's a witch. I get it now, but what the fuck?
I said, we had her car in our cart.
Yeah, but I didn't register as her fucking like flying around. I get it now though. I'm sorry you had to explain it, but that's fucking.
It's okay.
I
So
didn't register.
all we had to do was get like bread, bread and ketchup, and we're going. So she's like, "We're gonna call the police on you." I'm like, what are you gonna call the police on?
Crazy though, man. Like you're gonna be paying customers in a second. Like you didn't say, "Hey, I have to go out to my car real quick and get my wallet. Can you hold this shit?" And then it's like closing time. You guys are fucking still buying shit, so.
She's like, first of all, the store closes at 10. It's always closed at 10. I'm like, no, it isn't always closed at 10 because after the pandemic, it was open till 12. So,
yeah.
It's like, well, it closes at 10. Like you can go to Meijer down the road. They're open till 12. I'm like, so you're gonna send me to your competitor?
That's a Miracle on 34th Street type. That movie. The guy plays Santa Claus, and he's like, "Oh, you know that Waldorf has it for $6.99, 20% cheaper than here." And it's like, why are you sending people to, another store? But at the same time, like on that movie, it actually brought business in because they're like, "Oh, if they can tell us the prices of other places, and then bring the price down because of that, then I want to shop here." But at that, you're talking about Kroger doing the fucking opposite. Like, get the fuck out of here, go to Meijer, you bitch. Like, you don't need to shop here if you're gonna not follow our watch and shit.
I'm not a fucking manager. I never took business class. I'm pretty sure in business class they tell you don't let money walk away, even if you're closing. You could be like, and it was all the whole thing was the whole community. And she got so like I was fucking like, we were getting kind of shitty with her because she was shitty with us, and my dad's like, we've been here. I've been shopping here 40 years, and I've never been treated this badly ever. And she's like, well, Myers open. We can go to Myers. They're open until 12. Or, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that the first thing they tell you in business class is don't let money go out. If you're a manager of a store, don't let
I
money
wonder if
go out.
something happened to have them do that night, or like, are they in a rush to like two of the people go have sex or something? Like, let's hurry up and close the store down. These people are getting in our way. Like, we need to start fucking some shit, whatever they wanted to do. They're in such a rush.
You also had people that were stocking like the freezer stuff and like the other shelves, like the cereals and all that. And one guy's like, he's like, you're not gonna be able to check out because the cashier's not gonna be there. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're like, go put your fucking Fruit Loops on the shelf there. Mind your fucking business. This is above your pay grade, buddy.
Your Fruit Loops on the shelf.
I mean,
what's up, Alan? How's it going, man? This is one of the ones that I was kind of working on. I just kind of sketched it out. I think with a lot of the drawings that I do, though, I would come back like in a couple hours or like in an hour and just redo something and that I see that looks wrong. I can already see certain things on this that look wrong, but I was just sketching a bunch of stuff, just messing around, but I didn't really do any kind of finished pieces, though.
So they're trying to call the cops on us, and like, I would have just left the shit there, but Dad's like, no, we'll go. So there's still a person at the U-Scan thing, and her name was Katie, and sorry, Katie, we're keeping you this late. And she was real cool. She's like, I don't mind at all. Like, she's probably getting paid more money because she's there longer. But I even told the fucking manager bitch, I'm like, if you don't want people to come into the store, like cut the door so no one else can come in at like 9:40. Then you don't have to worry about people being there at past closing time. I've gone to Target many times around like 9:50 because I was going to go look at the action figures and like see if there was a video game there before, and like I couldn't get in. So but I've also been in Target before where they're like, Target's going to be closing in 5 minutes or whatever. And, they just start turning the fucking lights off in Target and shit. So, like, but they never treated me like shit in Target. Especially because if you're going to be buying shit. That would be one thing I feel like if I was like, me and my dad were two teenage kids and we were just, dicking around and we weren't going to be spending any money. But we had over $100 worth of groceries in our cart. And we used to, like I said, like I told you off stream, we used to get our our pharmacy stuff through Kroger, and then the person that took over was like power hungry and wouldn't let us get medicines when we were supposed to, and would be letting us go, let me go 2 or 3 days without medicine. Whereas the guy beforehand, that was the thing, would be like, he would tell you like, oh, it's too soon to fill your medicine. He'd be like, are you short on anything? And if you said you were short on anything, he'd be like, he's like, well, I can get you like a dose or two until you can get your prescription, but it's too soon to fill. I mean, it's all in how you say stuff to people, where they could be like, she could have said like, well, we knew it was close to fucking closing time, but it wasn't gonna take that long to get all this stuff, and she was holding us up by talking to us when we could have just been like zooming in there, getting what we needed, and get the hell out of there. But if she said, hey guys, it's 10 o'clock, it's closing time, can you hurry up? Can you please hurry, get whatever you need, and you get to the use can. I gotta close it down, or else I gotta pay so and so overtime, and but
yeah, they just treated you like a stranger.
And then
you weren't welcome there.
Then when we could have been like, sorry, we lost track of time, we're not ourselves, something happened the other day and we're kind of still shaken up by it. So, and then you guys kind of mend fences and it's all how you talk to people. Like I said, you can say anything to anybody as long as you say in the right tone. You can say, fuck you, Frank, and you're not gonna think it's serious because in the tone of voice of it. But if I really got really fucking jacked up and shit, like furious, I'm like, go fuck yourself, Frank. You're like, oh, this guy's fucking serious. I don't like how this guy's talking to me. I'm gonna say like, what, fuck you, dude, and then you fucking hang up or whatever. But some people, and then on the way out,
Yeah, if you're having a
my
bad
dad's,
day, then you don't need to take it out on people like that. Yeah, I really
my
suck right
dad's like, my dad's like, "What's your name?" Like the manager's name. She's like, "Oh, my name's Ashley," and he's like, "What's your last name?" "Oh, I'm not giving that out to you."
now. Yeah, so Alan, he went to Kroger, which is a grocery store in his area, and I guess it's a northern store. It's up there, up in the northern part. So, like, what other states is that shit in?
They had them across. They had. Well, I know they had them in North Carolina, and then they closed down because some other. Like, it depends on if Kroger's actually around the whole United States. Like, but in certain places, it's not like the prominent, place or whatever. But
Yeah, Publix is everywhere over here, so that's we don't.
so
Kroger was
like
actually gonna buy Publix though, which is the if you don't know, Alan, Publix is the dominant grocery store in Florida.
Like whatever place you have in Mexico, like you probably have your top line stuff in Mexico or whatever. But
yeah, the Spanish market over here, they could have like a Bravo and Presidentes is the ones over in West Palm. Those are.
we have an Aldi, which I think is so like a piece of shit. That restaurant, piece of shit, fucking supermarket.
There's some good stuff there and there's some bad stuff. I mean, it's just...
I told you the one. I remember I told you about the Pontiac store for Aldi's, how they made it a fucking maze because people were stealing shit, so you had to like go through every fucking aisle. It was like a fucking maze. So the openings to the other things, you had to go into the other aisle that bleeds into the other aisle. And then, like, the way they had the registers, you couldn't, like, walk out anywhere else. You had to walk past, like, an empty register to get out if you weren't buying anything.
Yeah.
But, we ended up having to go to Meyer.
You need to trough Narcos war zone to buy groceries. Oh, man. And so he needs to, like, go through a war zone to actually get his groceries.
Well, the good thing about Mexico is if you're into painkillers and muscle relaxers, you can get that shit over the counter there. Because the wrestlers used to go to Mexico and get like Percocet and Vicodin and all those fucking muscle relaxers and shit.
Yeah.
Like this shit's over the counter. Only if you go to Canada, you can get Tylenol 3s are over the counter in Canada. So it's like. Over here you need a prescription for Tylenol 3. That's like Tylenol with codeine. Yeah,
I knew some people that were addicted to that shit. So I mean,
I think I know who you're talking about, but I'm not going to mention.
I don't think it would be anybody that you knew, but
Well, I don't personally know him, but you told.
Okay, yeah. In that case,
we talked about that sitcom about the reality show I do if I was a reality show guy.
What?
Remember I was telling about that reality show at the time of when we were talking off stream about the two guys.
The Alan Thicks?
No. We were talking about that too, but no, it was about the dads. The baby dads. It was kind of like Jerry Springer a little bit.
Oh, yeah, well, that's, I mean, who knows? If I get inebriated enough one night, maybe we'll do that anyway, so.
You gonna have your wife beat around when you go over there?
Yeah.
Sandra, get your ass out there, Sandra. Give me my beer, Sandra.
Come on, Sandra. What have you been doing? Get up off the ground, girl.
Give daddy a kiss on the cheek. I do know that. Speaking of that, you can get all the baby formula you want in fucking Mexico. In fact, people are going across the border, not going to Taco Bell, but they're going to cross the border for baby formula. Because there's a shortage of baby formula here. Because Brandon's doing a great job.
Uh-oh. Let's go, Brandon.
You know what? I should have said that when what's his name was here earlier, but I didn't. Yeah. Hold on one second.
See, I don't even care if you guys talk politics. I just don't know enough about it to keep up, though. I really don't care. Somebody's gonna get bent out of shape about it, and then we'll have to stop. But I mean, I could give a crap less. That's the thing. People will get bent out of shape, and then it'll be over. So.
What are you talking about? My dad was asking me about hot dogs.
Oh yeah, was it something important about hot dogs? Oh come on, man! I thought that copied.
He's like, no, he's like, do we have any hot dogs? And you want to make hot dogs on the grill? And I said, well, we got steak to make for dinner, so.
Well, I'm gonna probably get going and end this thing in a second here, but yeah, I kind of want to make them maybe like an hour and a half or even an hour. I was gonna go for an hour, but
I noticed with some podcasts are good when you're walking, and like if you like, there's some podcasts that are way too long. It's like you need to sit down and watch them in like blocks. That means it's kind of too long to be watching, or it'll be listening to a podcast.
yeah, I mean, like when we actually do it, I want to really cut it down to like an hour or so, just to have it nice and tight, you know, like a toy guy.
Unless it's flowing pretty good, or you can keep it in. But so there's a lot of. Are you gonna have one where if we do get advertisements, you're gonna put ads in there, and you're gonna have it so people get ad-free versions of it instead, so they don't have to sit through like a Kroger commercial.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know if you can put it up like you put it up on iTunes and like if you pay for a service. I don't know how it works like that, but I mean,
we gotta do I know they have like a Patreon thing where if you like spend a certain amount, say someone like pays $5, they can get it ad free, and then they can get it like before it goes live on like the podcast servers and stuff like that.
The thing about it is too, you with that Spreaker app that I was telling you about, you can actually put ads on there too, but you pay. Why can't I paint here? Something weird's going on.
You gotta start doing some logo stuff and maybe coming up with some T-shirt design stuff so you can start selling T-shirts and stuff. I thought that'd be a good thing to have like a T-shirt maker, or like.
I kind of want to. My nephew has been like killing it with art lately, so I want him to design some stuff too. Like I want to do some designs, but
you're pretty good at making stuff yourself too, though. You're pretty.
Yeah,
don't cut yourself short.
No, I have fun with it for sure.
Well, I mean,
but he just does it kind of like that, real innocent, kind of effortlessly. Like he comes at design like from such a like innocent way. Like I critique it a lot, but I feel like he's a lot more free with the shit. So I would want him to just really kind of open up his mind and do some stuff. I like his design skills, man. I feel like he's a lot further than I was at his age with the art.
Because there's some T-shirt businesses, like if you like have your own like printing thing, you come up with ideas for T-shirts. You can pretty much sell those shirts yourself, and there's no middleman or anything.
Oh, you can do it with Redbubble. I mean, the only middleman thing they do is like they'll take a cut of the sale just for having it on the site and actually kind of housing your whole catalog on there and all that. So I don't mind that because then you don't have to worry about keeping shirts and stuff like that in inventory and
mailing the shit out yourself.
Yeah, they do all that for you. You just do. In a way, that's real smart on their part because they don't have to go through the design part. They just go through the whole printing and shipping and all that. Yeah. So it's kind of it's a good little marriage, if you ask me, of like, you know.
Plus, we could always come up
you
with
do your part,
logos
I'll
for
do
the
mine.
podcast.
Yeah, and we can actually
Podcast,
buy them from there. Like, we don't, even if they don't sell, like, we could just buy them and they're already kind of, you know, they print it and we'll
But we
sell
ever,
it. But if
we ever
somebody
got to
wants
the point
buy
where,
them-
like, if you wanted to make it so you got enough money, if you didn't want to have someone take cut of the shirts, or I'm sure there'd be other places you could, you know.
I kind of like that model though too, because you don't have to keep inventory. That's my favorite part. Like, you know, I'm not sitting on a bunch. They're printed as they're needed. So somebody wants one, they'll go ahead and print it then and there.
I know there's like there's good businesses that do like their main business is they do like the sports leagues, like around like the little leagues and shit. Like they print all those jerseys out and like silk screen them and stuff like that. They do other like T-shirts and stuff for like if you're on the wrestling team, they like have like a warm up like T-shirt or something, or like you're in band, they print like the school's band shirts, and like there's like a whole lot of. If you were to get like people's business like that, if you had like a T-shirt shop thing, you'd be really set up for, you know, good business.
Oh yeah, for sure. But oh, we'll talk some more about that type of shit. But we'll go ahead and we'll get this thing ended.
We could close it off with "Fuck Off Dennis" one last time, and then
fuck off Dennis one last time. Alan, would you like to
Just
hear a little "Fuck Off Dennis" before we get out of here?
I think it's back from, was it 2018 you wrote that, or 20?
I should just do some like live editing or something one time. Just to, I always think that's gonna be boring though, to be making a song on the stream. But I don't know if somebody wanna hear it, then I would do it though.
Only I'm behind the dragon. Dun, 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 dun.
So I also have.
Frank was
did you have rice and ketchup on there too?
Oh, I think
know
I
I
might
sent
have
you
it
that
some.
one. I sent you that one.
I don't know if I have rice. I'd have to look for that one. I know I had that one, and I don't know if I might have the TV time machine one. I do know if you happen to go through our timeline of like our private messages, it'd probably take you like fucking 20 weeks to go through them all. You could probably find the songs are in there still.
I might have it on a hard drive. Let me see if I.
Probably on your old computer from home, right? The one
I
in your
kept a
mom's
bunch of
house.
stuff on a hard drive too that I wanted to save, that just in case I wanted to use it. But I have to look at this. Let me see. Rice and ketchup.
It's a hard drive. Everyone should have a hard drive. Go over to bluechew.com and you have your own hard drive. If you catch my drift.
Oh, it's gonna be hard, all right, and it's gonna drive home an orgasm. So, what do you say about that?
You'll get the lays nice and wet with perspiration.
I don't know if if I could find that then next time, but
I wish I were an Oscar Mayer wiener.
do I have it here? Hold on a second. Okay, there's like "Fuck Off Dennis," the actual audio file.
How great would it be if you had "Fuck Off Dennis" the musical?
Oh, I do have rice and ketchup. Yeah, "Fuck Off Dennis" the musical, like a whole film.
Like it's like, you know how it's like how Trey and Matt Stone did like the Mormon thing or whatever, like on Broadway. You just have like a Broadway play of like, you have like someone that's Dennis like going buck naked through the cornfields, like on the props and stuff. And then you like write other songs like, I need to get a job so I can get myself another Nintendo Wii. I broke my controller.
Yeah, damn right. Let's do that. Let's make that. Let's commission that. Like, somebody can animate it. It'd be "Fuck Off Dennis" the musical. Damn, that'd be hardcore.
Like at the end, like Pyrotis goes off and go.
Oh wonder if
Like
somebody would
fireworks.
make that shit for like $30, like to animate that. Just like a quick, stupid meme-looking
On
thing.
Fiverr.com. Fiverr.com.
Fiverr. Upwork they have it too, but I think Fiverr might be. I need somebody that's young and starting out and just wants to do something stupid for something strange for a piece of change.
Oh, you need to go down to 8 Mile then.
Let's go down to 8 Mile. And with that joke, we're gonna do rice and ketchup. Rice and ketchup, guy. Oh, so the premise of this one, this song. Let me go.
Send me
let
that
put the
one on
curtain up
Discord.
here. Let me see, because that one's a big file though, so I don't know. Oh, do I have the? I think I do have the MP3. Yeah, I do have the MP3. Let me just pop it over to you. I'll tell you when I start it. We can do it that way. So when you're listening, like it's at the same time. So I'll tell you when I start it on my end, and then you can start it on yours. Is that all I gotta do? I think it's loaded up for you now. So I'm gonna load it up on my end. And so the premise of this one was that my cousin was always saying, like, he puts ketchup on everything. He's saying rice and ketchup was good, and he would get a little bit tipsy or something, and he would put this shit on there too, and just rice and ketchup, and like, yeah, bro, you got to eat that shit, rice and ketchup, man. I'm like, nah, fuck, man, that sounds disgusting.
I want to preface it by saying I like ketchup, but there's certain things I don't put ketchup on. Just there's a line.
That was the line right there. He crossed the line. So, I mean, I put rice on macaroni and cheese before. I've put it on certain things. But
You put rice on macaroni and cheese.
I've done it, but I'm not a big fan of it though. I think I put it on eggs the other day, but it's not something I'd regularly do. It's
No,
something
you
I
said
have to
you put rice on macaroni and cheese. You said.
I mean ketchup. I mean ketchup. Yeah. I was reading this rice and ketchup theme, and I said rice instead of ketchup, so it replaced the shit in my mind.
That's what I was saying. You said it like multiple times. Like, I don't know, is this dude serious? He puts rice on his macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, I had there's something called aphasia where you replace words when you go through like a stroke or something. So.
Oh, okay.
I had an aphasia moment for a second, I guess.
Call your doctor if you have an aphasia.
So it's a #1 hit on the charts in Venezuela. Rice and ketchup. They like it so much because they actually think it's praising rice and ketchup rather than saying fuck it and it tastes like shit. So here's Rice and Ketchup by Frank the Dragon, circa 2018, I believe, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're playing it now. So 3, 2, 1. You want to go ahead and play it on your side too when I count down, or 3, 2, 1, and nope, wrong. Sorry. Oh, hold on. Sorry.
You son of a bitch.
Sorry. Start it over in a second. I opened up the wrong player. I'm sorry. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know, homie. You've been talking about this rice and ketchup deal. I just can't get on board with you, bro. I don't know. I can't. Ever since way back before people dreamed of the Maybachs, but a little bit past the 8 tracks, me and my homeboy Feezy used to hang back. And I don't even find it strange that me and my homeboy ain't always on the same track. Not that we can't see eye to eye, it ain't that. Just this rice and ketchup shit's insane, Jack. I've had some crazy shit, fried mashed potatoes, some dolphin deer meat, yeah, and even gator. But I reserve my ketchup for the taters, hot dogs, cheeseburgers with some maters. And goddamn, your rice must be bland. I never have a plan to be a fan. But I got one question for you, G-Fees. How can you put that shit on your fucking mac and cheese? Rice and ketchup, it tastes like shit. Oh my god, what? Oh, I paused it with my headphone, damn it. It's like shit, oh yeah. You might as well eat a bowl of baby dicks. Oh, wow, rice and ketchup, it tastes like shit. I'd rather eat a taco salad from your mama's armpit. Whoa, yeah. Some nasty ass shit. Hey. Oh, I accidentally started again with my damn headphone. Whenever I go to adjust my headphones, it just plays or pauses whatever I was messing with last. So it's a good, it's a good feature to have when you're trying to do stuff, but when you don't realize it, it just, yep. All right, so we'll, you like that one, Rockin'? If I actually got in the studio and did some real stuff, then, and I put some of those, voice effects on my actual voice, then it might be better. But we'll go ahead and do the what's the other one? Fuck off, Dennis. I don't know why I couldn't think about that of the title for a second, but. Oh, the TV Time Machine? Yeah, I have that too, but that one's not a great one, but, I mean... There was an idea that we had for a show called TV Time Machine.
Still might do it.
Oh, it's a rough cut. How you doing anyway, Rockin'? Alan, you still there? And how you doing, man? You doing okay? I don't know if Dennis is still here. We're gonna play that last one, let me go ahead. I'll play the rough cut. Do you still have the TV Time Machine on your end? TV Time Machine on your end?
Take a look.
Yeah, let me send it. I'll send it in the Discord real quick so you can have that. So you can listen along and follow the bouncing balls. Come on, kids, follow the bouncing balls. That sounds like a George Carlin, like if he would have did a bit on that. So let me know when you're ready, man. And we'll go ahead and do that. Put that thing away, your pecker. Put your pecker away.
Get yourself some boom tough action neck and cool that pecker off.
Cool that pecker off. Alright, you ready to go? You ready to play? Let's do it. Feel the energy. So this is a TV show that me and Chris were going to do, but we never got around to doing it. It's called TV Time Machine, so I wrote the theme for it. We could still do it, but, like... I was thinking like something in space took my entire room and threw it into space, and like just took my room and sectioned it off from the house, like beamed it up to space, and then just like it's broken off from the house and missing, and then like that part shows up in space. And Chris was in a similar thing on his side for like a crazy sci-fi TV show that we talk about old TV shows on. And since me and Chris are far away from each other, like Chris would show up on the monitor inside like that room. They would just put a bunch of sci-fi shit in there, the aliens or whatever, whoever abducted me. It was a weird idea, but it was like one of those old school TV show ideas where somebody gets sucked, like Howard the Duck. He gets taken out of his living room and thrown onto Earth and shit, which a lot of people don't like that movie, but I love that movie. But that was kind of the idea where you get taken out of your comfort zone and you're kind of a slave. Hey, weren't the Mystery Science Theater guys, weren't they kind of slaves to do that shit, or am I wrong about that?
No, you're not wrong. But it really worked well during the pandemic for sure.
Yeah, Captain N, like, you know, somebody just gets taken out of their comfort zone and they're forced to do something, and then we just goof on old TV shows, and like, part of the show is like scripted and part of the show is just us like riffing on TV shows, and then, so it's like interspersed how they kind of made fun of movies and stuff. And then they went back to kind of a scripted, like, puppet moments and all that shit. I was thinking of something like that.
Time machine we're gonna get Discord to.
Then I think I sent it already. I sent TV Time Machine already, yeah. If you want to play that in a second, then you ready to go? Let me know when you're ready, I'll play it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Sometime long ago, our heroes were sucked into a vortex of space and TV time. Come climb aboard the TV time machine. We'll be here with all of our family. One day the guys will get back home again. But for now, we'll have adventures with them. It's the TV time machine.
I still might have that version, the instrumental part of it. I'd have to go through my
Don't worry,
YouTube,
Chris. One day we'll be home with our families again, buddy. I hope so, Frank. Come climb aboard the TV time machine. One day the guys will get back home again. it with happy adventures.
I like Casey. Don't worry, Chris. We'll get that. We'll find it.
This is the
We'll
TV
get that or
time
something.
machine.
This is the
This is the
time
TV
machine.
time machine. Yes, it's the TV time machine. Jump on the TV time machine.
I forgot. Did you find that
This
music?
is the
jumped in.
TV time machine.
All I know is like if we ever did the show, we'd have to do like a green screen explosion shot where we're like jumping and shit, like the explosions going off and stuff.
Oh,
That's
the
what-
instrumental is just it's YouTube music. That's why I used it. That way, if I actually play it on YouTube, then I won't have to worry
You would-
about copyright issues. But I'd like to do a little segment where I just make like if something stupid happens on the podcast and I just want to make fun of it, I could just play a random song and just start singing something stupid about it. Like I feel like those moments that come later on once I get more comfortable getting back into the swing of things. Like this live right here, this stream actually helped me get back into it a little bit, like little things like this. But you know, it'd probably be a couple hours of me sitting here just bullshitting, and then it would be something that we can capture and put into an edited podcast or an edited video, maybe. I don't know. Shit should happen organically though. Like, yeah, you can write stuff, but sometimes it comes about like it did in the other streams. Moments are just fucking awesome that way. That they just come at random. At least that's my 2 cents. Let's do a little fuck off, Dennis, and then we'll get out of here. What do you say? It's been long enough. It's been an hour and 45 minutes so far. So, all right, you ready to play it on your end, man? Just play it on your end, and then we'll be out of here. We're gonna end the stream with a little fuck off, Dennis. Put it away, Chris. Put your pecker away. We have company. Put it back in your pants. Don't you understand? All right, whenever you're ready on your end, man. We're gonna play we're gonna play this thing off, man. We're gonna end the show. We didn't know how to end the show, but everybody, just pretend that your name is Dennis, and this song is for you, okay? Chris, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, you ready with "Fuck Off, Dennis"? Then that's gonna be the love ballad that ends the stream. So I hope you're ready on your side, man. I wrote that for people to fall in love with. It's like
Kind of like people who watch Designing Women with Dixie Carter.
We used to be so good together, and I can't.
Did you ever watch Designing Women or no?
I knew of the show, but I wasn't really, huge into it. Like, to me, it's just like it looked like a generic sitcom, and it had like a, like a fruity guy as one of the main guys, and then a bunch of women talking about clothing and shit.
I mean the black guy?
I couldn't follow it. Yeah, the token black guy for that time. He was a good character. I didn't know what anybody was talking about though. I didn't understand what the fuck was happening. So like it was just a bunch of people talking heads moving around. Yeah,
just like Fran Drescher.
Fran Drescher indeed. And I was thinking about Fran Drescher when I wrote "Fuck Off, Dennis," which is coming up right now.
Behind the music. Dun, dun, dun.
Did you start yours,
Dennis?
Yeah,
You know what you have to do, buddy.
Play us off,
Marcus
Dennis.
told you
Play
to
us
do
off.
it yesterday.
Do it yesterday, buddy.
Go ahead and do that right now. Just go ahead and fuck right off, okay? Ooh,
How about we do Dennis is unemployed?
yeah. Oh,
That'd be on the next one.
fuck off, Dennis. Do like
Everyone in the chat just
Marcus
started
told you
saying give us ideas for Dennis songs that we
yesterday.
can write. And
Run through the cornfields, do those
we'll put out a whole
things
Dennis
that
CD.
you did
You can buy it
last
for only
night.
$29.95
Backwards,
plus
your
tax.
mom is the corn cob queen. You eat meat lean, you sucking on shit like a
and the song needs more
fucking
cowbell. Be
master.
the cock of the walk there.
Won't you fuck off?
I'm gonna have to do
little
10 songs so I can
man?
actually have a top 10, right?
Oh, I know that you got
That's right.
all those plans to get a new game too. Yeah.
Now That's a Wii, right? Or is it a
Dennis,
Xbox
do like
One?
Marcus told you yesterday.
I still haven't found out
Go
PlayStation
suck
5
a
in the store
corn
yet.
cob. Do it all fucking day, yeah. And if you ever get lost running backwards
Oh, we
to
should.
the
We'll
corn
tell them that we may.
fields,
It's not a done deal. We
just
might.
always know that nobody
Shredder's
gives
Revenge
a
comes
fuck
out
how you
this week digitally. We might be
feel.
doing a Shredder's Revenge stream.
You're looking real
But that's,
dumb with your finger in your
that's to be
thumb in the
announced.
shape of an L on your
Depending
forehead.
on schedule availability.
Yeah, I stole that line, but I don't
kinda
give
hard for me
a
to hear you.
fuck. Tell
Sorry.
your mom to come give me some more
Fuck
head.
you.
And
I heard
once you
that.
fuck off right,
I
you
heard
can
that.
fuck off like every day and night. Running through the cornfields by yourself. I think you need some help, yeah. Fuck off, Dennis. Fuck off, Dennis. Do like Marcus told you yesterday. And if you ever
See, I would've
get
did it different
lost
these days.
running through the cornfields, you know that you have a friend. But will you fuck off, Dennis? Fuck off, Dennis. Fuck right off. Fuck off. Fuck off, Dennis.
There's a lot of notes I would have did a little different in that shit though. Like I'm like judging like a lot of the music structure and shit from. So I mean I did kind of rush into that though. It was done in the morning, so I mean. But at least the idea was down. Fuck it. You better cut the shit or I'll slap you, silly boy. Alright, so I think we're gonna end it here, man. It was good. It's getting way too late, man. I gotta get going. Like Fergie and Jesus? That is probably the highest compliment that you can pay somebody. A mix of Fergie and Jesus. It's actually terrible, but I had a lot of fun with it though. I know I'd do a lot better these days than if I had like somebody mix it for me and shit. That would be pretty awesome if I actually put a lot more effort into it and recorded longer than like a morning. I was just so happy with the idea. It was so funny to me. Like when you hear it at first, you're like, oh, you don't really judge it. You just listen to the words. But me hearing it over and over again, I'm like, fuck, man, I could have did that shit so much better. Like some of the notes and shit. So it's crap, but it's good crap. It's good crap. Just like this stream. Thank you guys for stopping in. I know you guys always leave likes. I'm not even going to say that shit, but I really appreciate you guys hanging out. And, yeah, we're going to figure out some different things for this stream. Yeah. Time for the remix. Yeah, we could do the remix. I'd like somebody else to do a remix, though. Like, if I went at it again, yeah, I'd just perfect all that shit, but I'd want somebody to do, like, a fan version of it. So, like, I don't know. You play the guitar and shit, right? Like, maybe you can do, like, a rock cover of that shit. And just record it on your phone. If you get time and you get a little, you know, just maybe listen to it back and try to make like a fan version. And we'll play that shit on the cast, man. We haven't figured out what we're gonna call the podcast. We're gonna call it Fat Guys in Little Coats, but that's already taken. I threw around some stupid ideas like the Jimothy and Tomathan Comedy Hour because those are just two random ass fucking names and like it has nothing to do with us, but so, you know, we're going to throw around some references and like from Office Space or something, man. It'll come organically, but right now I don't have anything. And I guess until then, I can't really put it out if I don't have a name for the fucking podcast. But yeah, man, if you could do some like a quick like minute or so like fan thing, that'd be sick though.
Or just do
Not that you're a fan, but maybe like a different rendition. I don't want to call it a fan. Like I'm not saying you're a fan of it. I didn't mean to fucking put that pressure on anybody that they have to be a fan of my shit. But what else do you call that? Like when you draw something and somebody else draws, like takes your character and redoes it. It's fan art. So, oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, I just didn't want to put that pressure on you to actually call you a fan if you're not. I don't know. Maybe that's
It's
me
really
being fucking neurotic and shit. I guess I don't know. I'm playing the Love Dragon soon, Chris. So, did you have anything to say before we do that?
Just thanks for watching. I guess it's really rough, and I'm sure I talked over you a couple times, and I didn't mean to interrupt you. So, if I
We're
cut
gonna
you
find
off,
that balance. We'll find the balance and shit. It's fine.
obviously it's more difficult when you got people that are in the same room, and you can't. When you're talking to someone, you can see if their mouth's moving. That way, you don't like open your mouth, talk when they're talking, type things. So.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't have people leave comments in the comments, and if you thought this was good or not, or if it sucked, or if you liked it.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, if it sucked, what can we do to make it not suck? Right? That's the whole goal.
And
Is
if
to
you
make
think
it
it
not suck
sucks, you
eventually.
can suck my balls in. I guess I don't know what else to tell you.
Ooh, firm stance, buddy. A couple of people just walked out the door. They're like, nope, that's it. Fuck them.
They walked out like my
no, sir.
dad.
No, thank you.
My dad.
Or maybe there are some
left.
people who are waiting to suck your balls since the beginning, so you never know. You could have like people that were just clamoring to get those balls. Anyway,
Ball Suckers podcast.
they're clamoring. They're just waiting outside your door to just like just wait till you come out of your door and just pull your pants down and start just create a
They're
suction with their mouth.
Waiting outside my door like a Jehovah's Witness, trying to convert me.
Except when you come out, like they just rip your pants off and just start
And they're
having
like,
their way with you.
have you ever had your balls sucked on by the Lord before?
If you're ready for that, then you're ready to listen to me right now, bud. 144,000 people are going to get their balls licked, I'm telling you. It's going to be sick. We're going to do it in Times Square. Like pre-COVID, we could have pulled that together. 144,000. But right now, I don't know, man. Have you been tested?
Actually, I have. I always tested negative for it, so.
Yeah, I tested negative too. All right, before we go off on another tangent, we're gonna go ahead and end it. So thanks, guys. So Cyrockin said color Sonic Orange, and he's my original character for sure. Yes, we are. We're all gonna get him. We're all gonna get him sucked, dude. That's right, Cyrockin. For sure, bro. That's the #1 goal as a man in this life. We're playing the Love Dragon, man. We're getting out of here. So see you guys later. Thanks for listening. We're thinking about making this a thing. We're gonna make this shit a thing, a podcast. So fuck it, man. We're gonna get some people on here. So we'll figure that shit out later, my dudes. Here comes the Love Dragon coming at ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and buenas noches.
Watch out for that crash landing.
Is that thing gonna play or what? I don't know. Is it playing? Oh, maybe it already was. So there's like a delayed reaction. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, we're out.
We're Audi 500.
Not yet. We're not clear yet. We're about to be out. We're almost clear. We're getting close to clear. We're 7 seconds away from clear. And we're just about clear, baby. Ow! 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 Wayne's World. Ow! Ow! Alright, anyway. Yeah, so